friends. This is the first time I've ever paddleboarded in a craft by myself, and I wanted to take you along for the adventure, so I'm gonna have to do a little bit of narration to make it make sense. So just stay with me. So I raced all the way from Fort Collins to Buena Vista because Shayna and her group were gonna be paddling Browns Canyon, and she was nice enough to let me borrow one of her spuds.
Remember, we don't hit rocks 50-50. Hit them 70-30. When you're in calm stuff, the bubbles, that's where the majority of the current is. Like when you're on the flat sections of the green and it feels like there's absolutely no current, follow the bubbles.
So again, this was my first time going down rapids by myself, but it was super awesome because the entire time she was instructing me and one of her other friends on how to navigate these rapids. Okay, so I've been floating in that little light blue tater right there, and I am honestly really rethinking this whole paddleboard thing. I know that sounds stupid, because I just bought the giant fucking paddleboard, but I've got 30 days to return it, and I'm really liking the look of that ducky right there, because I love how maneuverable a PVC inflatable is, and I'm already having trouble moving the big giant fucking barge. And there's a lot of bees around me, I gotta go. Before I finalize that decision, I will be trying the big board on a little bit of swift water. Obviously nothing with rapids, but some nice, easy, flat, green river. Also, look at this dog.
You'll look for V's. So I don't know if you had noticed this as you went down the river. Every so often, if you look ahead, you see this perfect V.
Right.
That is where you want to be.
Okay.
Because the V is where all the current and the least amount of rocks. Now, you don't have to avoid the white bubbly. I'm just telling you, hit that shit on the side.
Okay.
So if you come in here, then this is your rapid. You can come in anywhere in here.
Gotcha.
You know, if you want the most fun ride, you're coming right down the center.
Gotcha.
But if you kind of want to avoid the beef of it, you can come in on the sides.
If anything at all, I am definitely rethinking the smaller paddleboard for the rapid sections. I really do think that I'm going to need something a little bit more zippy and a little bit more maneuverable, because being on a spud in this stuff was challenging enough, and I could not imagine trying to balance myself and my gear on something laying completely flat on top of this water. And the most we did on this river were class 3s, and I'll be encountering class 5s on my trip. Okay, so this is where you're gonna need a little bit of explanation. I forgot my phone at the last place that we took a break, and I didn't realize it until we got like a mile down the fucking river. By then we were already like 2/3 of the way through the trip, and we just gone through some class 3s, so going up the river ain't a fucking option.
Hey, what's the possibility of Vanessa getting a lift across the river? You gotta go through Widowmaker, toilet bowl, the staircase.
I feel like someone should go with her.
Are you going to? Kick ass. Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Nice. Thank you.
Now we've got to walk a mile, and I feel really fucking stupid right now, because then I gotta swim across, get my phone, put it in my dry bag, swim across, and then walk a mile back. Fuck! We did that. Yeah, that's it. Yep.
It's over there.
I'm kind of thinking, oh, I could ask them. Hold on, wait.
Yeah.
We might not have to swim. I think I left my phone over there. Will you look at that log over there? The one you can sit on?
Oh boy.
You're fucking kidding me. Yes, let's go! I thought I was gonna have to swim! If we had been even a minute later to that spot, we would have completely missed those rafters, and I would have had to swim across the river. In fact, the entire time we were on the river, nobody took a swim. So yeah, after editing this and picking Shayna's brain a little bit more, I've fully decided that on these scary parts, I'm definitely going to be taking an inflatable raft with me. I think the biggest problem that I'm having with this whole planning situation is that when I did the walk, I had 7 years to plan and replan. And with this adventure, I only have about a year. And that's a year to learn about gear, to learn about rafting, to learn about something that I've never experienced before. But as you guys know, I've been in an obsessive relationship with a body of water for over a decade, and I will do absolutely everything to show you guys the beauty that I've seen and help people understand that this is worth protecting. And when I say I'm going to do something, I fucking do it. And rafting the Green River from source to sea is no exception to that rule. Shayna did make a really good point though. When I get to these scary parts, there's a big possibility that I'll encounter groups that are rafting the canyons as well, and I won't actually be on my own, and I'll have some people to spot me and to grab my gear if I do take a swim. I know you guys are concerned about where the dogs are going to be. From Dinosaur National Monument to Lake Powell, they will not be with me. I might put myself in unnecessary danger, but I will not put my boys in unnecessary danger. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and okay, love you, bye.